How's it going, everyone? So it got down to 30 for the most part. That's the lowest it got down to this morning. But they were talking about. I guess they were hyping it up for it to be 26. At the wind chill. But I got a teepee. It's taller than the greenhouse. I wasn't really that idea just came to me. Like I don't know, not yesterday, maybe yesterday morning or the day before. Anyway, I figured it'd be the simplest way to wrap the trees, and there's a heater in there, keeping it all warm. There's a small spot where it's opened up. However, and the backyard is kind of a mess right now. We cleared out the basement and we're cleaning it out, and I'm probably certain we're gonna probably paint it as well, to help keep the humidity down, and the mildew down that comes through the cracks of the or the bricks in the basement. Everything seems to have done well for us in the freeze. It wasn't a severe one again, so it wasn't that bad. But now you can see the setup that we used the old cover that we had on the greenhouse as the wrap, so that's a blessing, that we were able to, don't throw things away that that might someday be worth keeping. Let's see if I can get in here, because I got to turn off the heater. Oh, anyway. Whew. Oh, and it is warm in here. Now you can't tell, but it is on. I'm not sticking my hand on there to prove it to you, but yeah, it is on. It's on low, but it is really warm in here compared to out there. Even though there's a hole right there for the heat to escape. But let's see. Everything's still doing really well. Got another egg. Oh yeah. Yep, all the figs, they're not even cold, nor the branches. Oh yeah, it did really well in here. Let me see the temperature. It's a little chilly. That water is chilly. But we'll be taking this down. But I like how I set it up, and it held up against the wind. It's pretty strong. We're just having a couple 2x4s in a TP kind of setting, and then put a 2x4 across to keep them from shifting, and then stake 2x4s to the post, and you're good to go. You can do it too. I am going to be pruning this tree though, because I really don't want it to get much taller than what it is now. Oh, I got something off. I think I did. Nope, it didn't turn off. There it goes. It's off. So we weren't sure how cold it was really going to get, even though it said 26. So we were prepping for that. But even though it only got down to 30 this morning, it still could have killed the peaches on the trees, and the same with the fig trees. So we didn't want to chance it this year, and if I had to put this up again before the end of whatever last frost we have, whether that be in the first week of April or the third week of April, I'll be ready to do this again. I don't know how well these held up in the night. They don't seem to be too cold, actually. But I'm sure it'll be fine. Same thing with the elephant ears. I mean, they did come up pretty early, but we'll see. Sorry for my sniffles. I get my allergies. I did burn a bunch of wood, untreated wood. It was just regular pine wood, and so I got my charred wood in here. It's not biochar, but it's charred wood from in the fire pit. Yeah, it looks like this thing survived well in the temperature, so you know, it wasn't too bad last night as they thought it would be, but I had to get up early. I went to bed late. I haven't been to bed, I mean, I haven't been awake past, I don't know, 10:30, 11, even 10 o'clock in quite a while. And oh yeah, I'm dipping these are in vinegar water to get all the residue off the trays that when it was in the basement. And as well as this, the mice were just trying to get through. They didn't successfully get through most of them. They did get into one with a bag that had a bag of rice in it. But yeah, they were taking up residence in there, trying to. So we're gonna fix that to where they can't do it anymore. And I'm not really gonna get started until. Oh no, where'd all my plants go? Huh? What? I'm not gonna get started until later on. I'm a bit tired, but yeah, all the plants are in here. And it is, hang on, almost 80 in here. Wow, I don't even have that on. It's completely off, but it was on earlier. Almost 80. Oof. All right, nice. So some of these plants, I've had people ask me about. These here are the double knockout bushes from the front yard, and these go all the way down. Let's see. Wait, no. Where'd the rest of them go? I'll find them. But there's the apricot nectar, and a mosquito. One of those big mosquitoes just tried getting in my face. I should have put these outside though, because these have the spinach in them, and the seeds usually germinate in the cold weather. But oh well, I was in too much of a hurry. I had so much to move, so much to do yesterday. And here's a few more of those bushes. Why are there two over here? Well, I had some help moving stuff. Anyway, where are the rest of the bushes though? Anyway, there's the other azaleas that were outside. Those are hardy gardenia azalea. Let me see. Let me turn this around. For those of you that were wondering, I know I showed that on a video before, but some people haven't seen him, and that's okay. That one seems to be the best of them, doing the best so far. But you can see how they're all starting to create new growth within the branch. That's the main one that I separated from the big bush that we have out front, and it's starting its own little spots again. See, they all start doing that, and I'm sure this one will. But, and then I'm a little nervous of this stuff being in here because of the mice, but I didn't have any issues last night with them. Thank the Father. I gotta figure. Eventually, I'm gonna figure out how to do all this stuff. The sucker plants, I don't have a clue on them. I got a little bit, but not much knowledge on them. No, I didn't put, but I got a ton of strawberries coming up though too. The good thing about being a gardener, on your when growing before you even sell the plants, you know, you could just come out and pick what you want as they start to grow. Let's see. These are yellow daffodils. I got two. I think I got two of these and 2 containers of these, and I separated them. And you know, this one's already making more, but this one's taking a minute. And they're doing really well. I got the gladius flowers here and the stargazer flowers here. I don't know what I got right here though, because that's the stargaze lily, and that came with whatever's in there because it should have, unless it's, I don't know what it is yet, but I'm gonna let it grow for a minute and then probably transplant it and see what it turns into. Maybe a monstera. No, I'm kidding. That would be nice. Oh, and this one here has got 2 pups on it. And I don't know how to really get it to do that faster or more efficient. Like, all I know is that when they start to create a new pup, I can take this one off when it matures a little bit more and down to the root and separate it and get another new plant. This was one plant. These 2 were one plant last year during the summer when I got it, and now I was able to separate it into 2. And then that one's already created 2 more. And this one's, you know, decides it wants to be real big and overpower this one. So I don't know. He ain't created no pups yet. But there are roots for it. Getting ready. I redid my Japanese sweet potatoes. I learned that this is actually a better setup, and getting them to grow the slips. Yeah, I used to put my original sweet potatoes just in the ground and leave them in there, and then as they ran across the ground, I would bury the nodes under the ground and get sweet potatoes that way. But I saw another way of doing it, and just taking the slips, and this is the same potato in a container, and it's the one that did well first. So in the greenhouse, in the container, did better than the raised beds that I had them out there in, and putting adding water that way to them. But I brought them in because of the freeze as well. And I didn't know how well they had started sprouting, but as you could see right here, it's starting to sprout the slips, the same thing. And I put the roots in the water Now this is just a temporary, you know, doing, but I'm gonna see how well it does in comparison to the old way I was doing it. And I'm still trying to find the rest of my roses. But those are the other knockouts, but double knockout. But I had a few more. I just can't remember what I did with them. Didn't have any mice issues last night, and I looked at the traps and everything. No issues. But that's about it. I hope you guys were able to survive through this the freeze as well, getting your plants organized and whatnot. But y'all enjoy the rest of your day. All right.